Okay, hi Sagittarius. Welcome to your July reading. I am Debbie Dubois and welcome to my channel True Sacred Union. I am also a Sagittarius, so we are doing a reading for me and for you. So let's see what happens, shall we? Kind of been excited to get to Sagittarius because I'm like, I cannot believe the readings that have come out for everybody for this month. It seems so favorable. So I sure hope that's the case for Sagittarius. I'm telling you, we deserve a really good month after the month that we've been through. So let's see what happens. And you can always check readings that are your ascendant, and your moon signs too to get a better feel. And go ahead and check out the readings for your love interests or family members and see how it lines up for them. All right. I am just giving these cards a quick shuffle before we get started, and I want to let you know that I am going to be in Niagara Falls on September 27th, 28th, and 29th at a Twin Flame and Ascension workshop. It's being hosted by Marla Kelly, and other facilitators that are going to be there with me is Kalina Malnar, which we were actually in a radio show together, Vibrations of Love, and also Rob and Angie from the Twin Flame Workshop in Banff from last October. So if you feel called, we would love to have you. We are already selling tickets for it, and it's exciting. And any information that you want is going to be down below. So let's get started and find out what our reading is for this month. Okay, it better be good. I need a good month. I need something. All right, first we're going to look at the overall arching energies. I'm going to go right for the center. What is the first card? Woohoo, Pluto. All right, so we've got Pluto. We have the light bulb. And we have the tracks. Okay. All right, so we are in the process of making some breakthroughs. Oh my God, thank you. I actually had some breakthrough moments in creating the new video setup that I've got going on here. Making some breakthrough. I really can use some breakthroughs. I hope you can too. We're moving along. I want to immediately pair it to the tracks, the forward movement. Thank God we are actually on a track that's moving forward, and we just need to stay the course. So we're doing things right, which is wonderful. It just means that we stay the course, we keep going. We could almost be a little bit on autopilot because we're going to get somewhere. We've set the course, we're on the track. And all right, so in addition to that though, we do have the death card showing up, which, the Pluto is the ruler of the underworld. So while we're doing this, while we're moving in a very positive direction, and I want to say for me personally, I see that as being a career kind of thing, just keep going, a career thing, it's still necessary to dig deep, okay? Death card, you need to look and search for deeper meaning. You are going to hopefully experience some change and some transformation from doing that. Now, this energy can also be, if you're a little obsessive like I am about power and control, needing to let go of the steering wheel a little bit and allow there to be the change, allow there to be a little bit of transformation. Let stuff come up from underneath and help come up to the surface so that you can have your aha moments, so that you can have some breakthroughs, some discoveries, realizations. So I'm taking this as a very, very positive overall tone for July. But then again, I'm a glutton for punishment. I always am making spiritual progress, and this is going to be no different. So I really like to see the tracks there though, because I know that for me personally, I have put a lot of stuff, I want to say, in the funnel. And I'm getting the messages right now that we need to just keep moving forward, and don't worry about, you don't want to get off the tracks and go here and go there. Just stay on course, and it's like you're almost forced to stay on track, which I love. All right. Now let's look at our love life. Let's see what it says. All right, how do we feel Let me see here. What's going on? Okay, so in our love relationship, the first thing that shows up is the man. So when I see that showing up, I think of this is the other person. Okay, this is the other person. The other person, a lily, and a stork. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's go into this energy. This is the second reading I've gotten where the lily is in this position in the love relationship. And what I saw there is, getting to a particular level of maturity and development in your catalytic heart awakening path. This month experiencing that kind of, I want to say it's maturity. I've been here, I've done this, I've got a certain amount of experience, I feel comfortable in that. That is the energy that I and you are going to experience. Now we're pairing this with the man, okay? The man being the other person. Now, again, this may be achieving a particular maturity within that connection and a deep level of sexuality. That there is a real established bond, that it's very, it's a longevity kind of energy. It's stable, it's enduring, and that's really great. But at the same time, we also have, on the other side of the coin, we've got some more change coming and some more transformation coming. This is the way it is when it comes to the catalytic heart awakening. We are always being challenged to move more towards our higher selves, to move, to go into newer energies, to go into higher energies. And so we're still got the energy of the stork there. So while there's some experience and maturity and everything else, we also always have, for those of you who know what I mean, we always have that restless and ready for the next thing. Now, maybe that's just me. And like I said, I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm crazy. But I'm always looking for a way to expand beyond it into the next phase of my spirituality, into the next, like give birth to a new level of relationship. And so, it's basically saying, and if we pair that with the other is also feeling a bit restless and wanting to move forward in connection, wanting to move forward in general, to birth new things. So I do believe out of the maturity and the established relationship, the experience that you have together, that is a really good thing, that both people are on that same path. And I think it speaks well for the overall energies of July in terms of, what kind of connection you're going to have. We'll see what more of the cards say to us. We're going to look right now at creative expression, which I'm always interested in. I love focusing on creative expression. That's why I do this, because I love doing what I came here to do while I'm doing my other stuff. Well, interestingly enough, the first card I pull is an island. Now this is the month of July, and this is for creative expression. We've also got waterfall and Jupiter. All right, so let's take a look at this. Well, I'm going to read these cards the way I'm feeling them, okay? And waterfall talks about emotions. It talks about, the flow. So I'm going to read them from the emotional state of abundance. That's exactly the energy that I'm picking up on. And just because we're seeing an island, it's funny. There's separation here. There's a little loneliness. I'm not picking up on loneliness in creative expression as much as getting down to business and doing, say, for example, what I'm focused on doing, which means I may be a little bit more standoffish to people. I may be a little bit more an island as opposed to, collaborating and things like that. But this is where my abundance is coming from. This is where your abundance is coming from. It's coming from the flow. All right. And the Jupiter card is giving us expansion. So we need that time. We need that time to be a little bit in isolation, maybe to grab a little bit of creative energies that we only get when we're in that place, in order to expand. Okay, so now in this, we're looking at the Wheel of Fortune is the tarot card that's associated with Jupiter and Jupiter being the ruler of expansion. There's a lot of blind optimism here. There's a lot of trust and knowing that luck has your back. Good fortune. Again, abundance, overflowing. I don't feel as much of the emotional, which I'm so thankful for, because I had a lot of that in the creative expression over the last month, is actually blocking emotion. And I don't know about you, but I literally actually had a breakthrough because I allowed myself to tune into the fact that I had feelings that I wasn't allowing to flow. I was blocking myself from feeling frustrations and all that kind of stuff. I had a lot of obstacles to overcome. It's almost by that waterfall, I'm thinking, is almost like the flood of emotions that I let flow out from me. I allowed the release of that which I was hanging on to. And in that, I opened up for this month, and for you, we all have opened up some real growth, all right? An increase, an expansion, an optimism that feels very powerful and kind of like a waterfall, really flowing hard, flowing solidly. So from a creative standpoint, that's really, really good news. The island shows up sometimes, like if it's in a relationship, you think, oh, the island, I'm going to be all by myself, or whatever. This particular case paired with these cards, it's like, it's just exactly what you need. It's exactly what I need. So we're going to get some time. We're going to create our own island, maybe for a little while, so that we can experience some of that Jupiter expansion. All right. Go ahead and put these over here because we're going to take a look at now. What does your higher self want you to know about the coming month? Magnifying glass has come up quite a bit for people. All right. I'm going to take this card because it's fireworks. I like that. There's been a lot of fireworks around here. Some of my readings sound like, you've got, I hate to say it, but it's that shock and awe feeling of literally, we've had so much of that around here in our firework country. An anchor. Okay, so let's tune into this energy. All right. Gotta say, I like this. All right, so higher self has given us the fireworks. Okay, obviously with fireworks, when we think of relationship, we've got the chemistry, we've got the kissing, we've got the sexuality, we've got all of that lust and wonderful celebratory energy. But the word that's jumping out at me is holiday, okay? It's almost like the month of July is a holiday or a promised holiday from all of the restrictions that were there for the month of June, all right? We will have a passion for life. We will have an exhilaration of being here again. And paired with the anchor, it's a really good thing. We're actually feeling pretty solid right now. And that's a really good thing too, because I don't know about you, but I wasn't feeling really solid last month as much. Now, the magnifying glass, which has been appearing for a lot of people, is it still, remember to examine the details. Make sure you take a quick look at the details that are around you. Pick up on that stuff. See it when it shows up. We can, when we're on a holiday, and we can let go and we can just say, oh, you know what, throw caution to the wind, everything takes care of itself. Well, yes and no. Part of the perseverance of staying in a secure and solid position during this period of celebratory energy and during this holiday energy is to make sure you continue to pay attention to the details. So you do want to make sure that things aren't dropping through the cracks. We are in July. A lot of you may be going on vacation. I am going on vacation. So maybe this is just a little bit of a caution to us that you want to make sure that you don't let stuff slide through the cracks. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and sum up our reading using the Ascended Master deck. I like to see if the Ascended Masters, well, there you go. We just had a card fly right out without even having to shuffle. So obviously someone, Moses, has a message for us. So, and it is take charge of the situation. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and make room here for this central card. And now I'm tuning in to the overall energies and trying to put together the message that Moses has for us. Okay. The Death card is going to require us to dig deep. We're going to have to make sure that we continue to look at those ways that we may be obsessed in our need for power and control, you know, and what's beneficial and what's not. But just because we label ourselves as being control freaks or needing to stay in control and keep our hands on the steering wheel doesn't necessarily mean that that's always a bad thing. Moses reminds us that it is important to take charge of situations, to continue to keep your hands on the steering wheel. I think we've got that showing up in, you know, examine things carefully. Make sure you don't let things drop through the cracks, because when you're on a forward movement track and you're on a stay the course, you do tend to go into autopilot. Things are on track, you're moving forward, you know, but without the digging deep, you might not have the breakthroughs that you would have. So you don't want to get lazy and complacent. You want to continue to take charge of the situation and make sure that you're staying on top of things. This is also, make sure you take time to create your island time. All right. You want to take time to separate yourself off from others enough so that you can get into your own flow, that you can create your own source of abundance through you. Allow Jupiter's expansion to give you that natural push into the places that you want to go. That is the automatic pilot, but it's also the energy that drives that train forward. That train needs to be fueled by something, all right? And on one hand, you want to let go, and on the other hand, you want to make sure that you don't totally give up the control of the situation. It's a very fine balance to work with. In terms of the situation with take charge of the situation and the love relationship, I would say you've got some birthing to do of new energies. You've got more, like if you've got that restless feeling and you want to take things to new level, take charge of the situation and make it so. You know, there are all kinds of ways that you can connect in that energy and use the experience that you have to achieve like a higher level of connection with that person that you are with. So anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for the Sagittarius July reading. I like doing this reading because I kind of feel like I'm talking to my peeps. It's kind of fun. If you resonate with this, please do give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you haven't become a subscriber, think about joining my True Sacred Union Soul Tribe to get more readings like this through your feed. If you press the little bell, it gives you an option to be notified each time I release a video. I have more videos like this coming each month. I have a weekly love reading that I do, and I've got some more surprises coming, some other kinds of helpful information on the Ascension and Twin Flame creative expression paths. So if you're interested, press that bell and then you won't miss a thing. So thanks, Sagittarius, for joining me. It was an honor having you here, and until next month, I wish you well. Namaste.